Sorry, so I don't mean to do one of these replies right after I just did one of these replies, but I thought of an analogy that kind of might help explain my point a little bit better. And again, don't come after him necessarily, or this commenter necessarily. I'm more trying to address the general mentality of a lot of people who seem to have this attitude. And the idea is that just because you think that we're spending too much or we need to balance the budget does not mean how the current administration is running the government is okay. It is not good fiscal policy to blindly cut programs that you need to run the country. It's not good. Think of it this way. If you saw a company hire a new boss or a new CEO, and that CEO comes in and tanks the company within like 2 to 3 months because they blindly fire half the workers without understanding how those workers contribute to running the company, you would easily go, that was a bad boss. That is a bad move. That is bad policy. They need to replace him. And to be fair, I don't know the specific commenter's like political affiliation. I'm not trying to comment on it. I just don't understand when it's just like an independent business. If they make bad business decisions, everyone will universally, generally, be like, yeah, that was a bad business decision. They tanked their company in 2 months. That's pretty hard to come back from. But suddenly, when it's politics, it seems like nobody wants to try and call out their own side anymore. Like, there seems to be this general mentality all over the political spectrum of like, you need to like blindly follow and support your own side and try to like scramble for justifications for their decisions, no matter how bad they are. Even if you fully don't understand what their decisions are affecting, you still need to support your side because it's like a team sport. You got to support your team, like with hockey or basketball or baseball. And it should not be that way. You can think that we are in a terrible deficit crisis, which we do have a huge deficit. You can still think that and not like how the current administration is running the economy. So again, I don't understand these counterpoints, or they seem like they're trying to be counterpoints of like a gotcha of like, oh, your argument's invalid because we're 980 billion dollars in debt. So your argument's invalid. It's about not going. This isn't about going broke. This is about making sure that our government isn't insanely crippled that it can no longer function, whether it has a deficit or not.